production, locations, sound design, motion graphics. This season is our most ambitious ever. It's tough. We also have deadlines. We are working really hard. I can't even begin to tell you. So I just got back from imaging last night. It was up in Nashville, and it's such an awesome event. So it's put on by the Professional Photographers of America, which is a really great organization that we've actually partnered with the show. And it's this yearly conference and expo where all of these pro photographers gather and share ideas, share tips and tricks, their gear. There's a massive expo full of different manufacturers, everything from tripods to lenses to backdrops to lighting equipment. It's kind of like a massive playground for photographers and creatives. And it was an honor. 2 years in a row, they've asked us to present to that audience. And so Paul and I went and presented this new season of Viewfinders and talked a bit about our process when it comes to getting to locations. It's always a challenge because most of the time we've never been there before, and we're working under this really strict timeline because we have to get to the next location. We might have to interview an expert. We might have to be at this place for some event that's going to occur. And so a lot of times we just have this really compressed timeline to get to the place, figure out what we want to shoot it, do our stand-ups and talk to the camera and all of that stuff, get our B-roll, and hop in the car and move on. And that's always tough. It's very, very hectic, and it's easy to forget something. And so anyway, we talked about those types of experiences and then also shared some of our photos and how we edit them using Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop. And we had a really great crowd, and we had people come up to us at the Sigma booth afterwards, because Sigma is, of course, one of our best and primary sponsors on the show. They're fantastic. We shoot everything on Sigma lenses. So we had a ton of people come up to the booth afterwards. We talked to them for several hours, actually. So it was a great experience. PPA is awesome. It was really nice. It was close enough to drive because we've been flying places a lot lately, and I kind of don't love the Atlanta airport unless I have to. So anyway, but so it was nice to drive someplace. Nashville's awesome. And it was close enough to go up there, knock it out, spend some time with everybody, come back here because we are full in on post-production for season 4. A lot of work left. I'm gonna have some long nights, no doubt, but it's gonna all be worth it once it comes out. So this week is trying to get episode 1 pretty much wrapped. We're close. There's still little things, and sometimes those little things take a bit of time to get ironed out. So episode 1, we want it done, and we don't need to think about it anymore. And so then we can get to episode 2 and get it further along. We've made significant progress in 1 and 2 and in episode 3. And then it starts to drop off. And so then there's just some progress in the others. But some people might think we do like one episode beginning to end. Once it's done, we move on to the second episode. No, there's lots of episodes in play at any given time, and the team is bouncing around between them based on what it is they can get done that day, what it is we need to get it closer and closer to being done. So it's very non-linear in a lot of ways, but your brain just has to kind of adjust, and you're literally bouncing around the globe here at your computer as you bounce from one episode location to another episode location and do those edits and those, that post-production work.
I'm Sarah. I'm the associate producer of Viewfinders, and this week we've been trying to make some headway into our season 4 episodes. We're well on our way, and we're really trying to wrap up episode 1, which Chris and Jax have been working hard on all week. And so that gave me the chance to hop into actually episode 4, which is on the Great Smoky Mountains. So I've got it pulled up here. We had about 4 hours of educational content to wade through. Chris and Paul got to talk to some really great experts in the National Park Service and the partner organizations for Great Smokies. So I had a lot of fun watching the footage and trying to piece together a narrative, a story that kind of holistically tells all the awesome work that's going on up there. So right here is our hopefully almost final timeline for the first Iceland episode, which is the season premiere. And Chris had this idea that during the intro sequence for this episode, he had a specific song in mind. I mean, we looked for a song for a while and we finally found this one, and he was like, that's it. It's by a really well-known band out of Iceland, and we both have really liked this band and this guy's voice for a long time. But then he found an orchestral version of the song, and then I found a choral version of the song, and we thought it would be really neat to kind of blend the three. Music is my main background and passion, and so we had a lot of fun, like blending three different arrangements of songs that were thankfully all in the same key to accompany some like really beautiful footage of around the country of Iceland. And you gotta watch episode 1 to see how it all came out.
This season is definitely like our most ambitious ever. We've tried to significantly elevate our production, our locations, which I'm pretty positive we did that, and then our post-production. So there's a lot of time that's invested in getting these episodes polished, edited, sound designed, all of the motion graphics. We got a great team here, of course, that helps with all of that, but it's tough because we also have these like deadlines that we have to hit to get it distributed on time. And we are working really hard to make sure we hit those deadlines. I can't even begin to tell you, we could do a whole episode just on what it takes to bring a show to television. It's such a tremendous effort, and it's the whole reason why at the end of an episode you see a lot of names scrolling past, because it's near impossible to do it by yourself. So anyway, got a great team. We're working hard. We need more team members, and maybe we'll get that one day. But in the meantime, I think this season's going to be fantastic because of all the talent involved in producing it, both in the field, but also here in the studio. Everybody on the team wears a lot of different hats. But a lot of times, from my understanding and just other people I've talked to, that's pretty common when you're really kind of trying to come off the ground. You don't necessarily have massive budgets where you can have teams of 15, 20, 25 people all doing highly specialized things. You've got smaller teams doing lots of different things, and that leads to hopefully growth and success, and then the expansion of your team to bring in additional specializations to just improve the show and everything else that we're doing here in the studio. So yeah, we're obviously working hard every day, all day. Looking forward to when this gets released, and I'll see y'all next week with another update.